Come with us on our first day through New York City. This is the view from our hotel just off of Times Square. And you know we got there ready for breakfast. So we went down to Bubby's. Saw this all over my TikTok. I got the chicken and pancakes, and my wife got the hatch chili sausage gravy, and it was delicious. We saw the Ghostbuster Firehouse on our way to see the Hamiltons lying at Trinity Church, and we found Angelica Schuyler and Hercules and all the gang. So many Christmas decorations, it was beautiful. Everywhere we found this mall where they were ice skating right outside of the World Trade Center. It was unbelievably massive, and you could not tell it from the outside of this building. Here's just outside of the World Trade Center as we waited in line to go into the 9/11 museum. Now this place is an absolute must if you've never done it before. This is my second time going through it. And after that we went outside and saw the fountains before making our way further into Francis Tavern. Now this place is very historical. Fish and chips, and my wife got the lobster mac and cheese. We very much enjoyed eating here. We wanted to grab some dessert to take back to our hotel, so we went to Levain Bakery and got some cookies for us to eat. We took the subway home, but not before seeing the 30 Rockefeller tree, and ended our day. Join us for day 2 on our trip to New York City. We got to see the ball around Times Square, and we even got to watch them test run dropping the ball, so that was pretty cool to see. We stopped for lunch at 7th Street Burger, and these burgers were so juicy, filled with cheese and onions, and we even got these loaded fries that were amazing. We went to Herald Square just outside of Macy's and saw this little Christmas pop-up. We went through and saw all the little windows they had decorated for Christmas. Even some of them were even interactive, so we got to press buttons and watch things happen. We found ourselves at the Lego store and we explored. We found Lego Gandalf, and then they had this really cool Glinda and Elphaba Lego set. It was awesome. We worked our way around the Flatiron building and found the Harry Potter New York store. Now this was an experience. They had a sweet shop up front. You can get butterbeer. You could even buy the cake that Hagrid made Harry. They had all sorts of wands from movies and even like collector wands that you don't see. They had actual movie props like Sirius Black's wand, and over here they had Snape's wand. The store was all separated up. This was the house room. And here's Bellatrix Lestrange's dagger and the Death Eater mask. These are all from the actual movies, guys. They're the locket and the Philosopher's Stone from the Crimes of Grindelwald. We had to ride the subway.
Hello, is there anybody in there?
We found the Drama Bookshop. This is owned by Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's where he wrote In the Heights. Look at this book sculpture going through the whole place. They had cabaret stuff. Then we saw the best musical of 2024, The Outsider. This musical was amazing, and we cried the whole second act, not gonna lie. We had to get some New York pizza, so we went to John's Pizzeria on Times Square. It was all decorated, beautiful Christmas lights, wreaths, garland everywhere. We started off with the mozzarella wedges, and then we got the garlic knots, followed by just a plain cheese pizza, and this pizza was incredible. Just look at my wife's face of delight biting into that delicious pizza. Yum. Late night munchies on the way back, so we went to Taco Bell Cantina, and this is when you can order adult beverages. They are on the menu. Watching a bartender at Taco Bell is just so weird. And so I got the chicken nuggets, and that was the end of our day 2. Here's day 3 and our final day of our New York trip. Started by getting Liberty Bagels delivered to our hotel, and these bagels were no joke. We got the birthday cake with cream cheese, and then we got this bacon, egg, and sausage cheese monstrosity. We walked down to Radio City Music Hall to see the Rockettes play. This building was incredibly beautiful. Look at the decorations inside and how large this hall is. It was my first time ever being in Radio City. Before the show started, they brought out 2 organists that played duets for about 15 minutes. It was so much fun watching these 2 guys play from opposite ends of the stage, too. Then we went to the Hershey store to look around and look at all the delicious chocolates they had that you can't find anywhere else. And then we saw you could build your own Reese's cup. So we did it. And this lady, she was an absolute artist. Look at her chopping up our peanut butter mess and drizzling it with chocolate and peanut butter sauce. And the final reveal, look at it. It's got candy. Oh, so walk through Times Square again. They're getting it ready for the New Year's Eve party. We went to Los Tacos #1, and these tacos did not play. They were so good. They're cooking it all right there behind the counter. It was packed, so we went back to our hotel through Times Square, and look at these tacos. They were just absolutely delicious. And my wife got the quesadillas. We headed to our next show and saw them pre-recording different things for the New Year's Eve party, so that was cool. And we made it. Here we are at Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. The outside was absolutely amazing. Here I got it during the day so you could see the full Cursed Child and Black Mist. It was awesome. And the inside was all decorated too. Look at, you feel like you walked into a Harry Potter theater. And we had to hit the gift shop and the snacks. They were selling butter beer on draft and frozen, so we had to get something to watch the show with. It was about a 3-hour show. They had these different filters you could try with the ceiling, and then Patronuses, so I spent my time doing that. We got there about an hour early just to be able to do all the stuff around the theater before we actually went inside. Look at this little guy. He's trying to get me. Ah! And here's the view from our seats. We had a great view of the stage. And afterwards, we got to get Albus's and Scorpius's autographs. They were so nice. And of course, another taco.